Alright guys, welcome back. Scotty's Backyard Barbecue. We got here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bone rack of chuck rib that I picked up at another meat shop here in my local area because Rice Lake Butcher Shop was sold out of beef ribs for the holiday weekend, so I had to go scrounge them. I was in the meat market and I'd ask them for some chuck ribs and they come out with this that was cut special. Not for me, but for someone else, I guess. A farmer or something. Can't remember how the story goes, but anyway. I got 6 bones instead of 4. It's a little narrower this way. And I think this will fit perfect in that little Pit Boss Lexington. I'm not going to cut it in half. I'm going to leave it whole. You see a little hook where it was hanging in the meat locker. I'm going to trim this down. And we're going to season it up. We'll be right back, folks, after I trim this up. Alright folks, we got it all trimmed up. I do not like the taste of that silver skin. There's plenty of fat inside this beef rib. Keep it nice and moist. Now if you want to leave that fat cap on, that's fine. That's totally up to you. But I do not like this silver skin. It don't render down and it don't taste that great. Some of you might not mind it. Some of you probably don't even notice it. But if you ever harvest your own venison and you forget to get some of that silver skin off, you get that little greasy taste on your tongue. Well, that's what this silver skin does. Alright folks, we're going to come back and we're going to season this up with some Uncle Steve's all-purpose rub, non-MOG. It has no MSG, all good stuff. We're going to take it today though, and I'm just going to dump it right into this little cup like that, and we're going to apply it by hand. We'll get some type of a binder. Probably use some W sauce. Alright folks, hang on a minute, I'll get this all cleaned up. We'll come back and season this up, folks. Alright guys, I'm going to use some W sauce for the binder. That's about it. W sauce works good on beef, folks. We're going to apply it as Uncle Steve's All-American SPG by hand. Let's start with the sides first, folks. There we go. Let's get the very ends here, folks. Leaving the membrane on the back, folks. Beef ribs, you don't need to take the membrane off. Let's put them together. Let's get this in, the little end. I left a little bit of fat on this end. It's a little thinner down here, nice and thick here, and it gets thinner as we go. I'm hoping to put this on the Pit Boss Lexington if it'll fit. If not, we'll throw it on the smoke fire. I don't want to cut it in half. This SPG really puts on a nice fine bark, folks. I think these are going to be amazingly delicious. Yeah, look at that. There we go, folks. That looks pretty good, pretty well even. Now we're going to put these back in the refrigerator. Alright, folks. Get that nice and cold. Try to develop a nice smoke ring on here. Alright, we're gonna probably use those pecan pellets today. I've been wanting to use them in the Pit Boss Lexington. Try them out. I use them in my smoke fire. They're absolutely amazing. If you're looking for something different, folks, go check out the Smoking Pecan people. Alright, back in the cooler. And we're gonna see if I'll measure these up and see if they'll fit into the Pit Boss Lexington. If not, we'll fire up the smoke fire with some lumberjack pellets. Or Smoky Mountain pellet, what do you call that? Bear Mountain pellets. I got a bag of those I've been wanting to try too. Alright folks, see you outside in a little bit. Alright guys, we're outside with the Pit Boss Onyx Lexington. I've been wanting to try these smoking pecan pellets in my Lexington for a long time now. We'll do these beef ribs in here. Pour it in here. Folks. These beautiful pecan pellets. Nope, they're not sponsoring me. I just absolutely love them. Got 2 more boxes in the house. Okay, we're gonna fire this bad boy up. Push power button on. We're gonna start these at 225. Whoop, I hit 230. There we go. And I got the P setting. Let's see where the P setting is. I gotta go down. Alright, change the P setting. Gotta go to 180, folks. And then you change the P setting. I want the P setting on number 2. I don't know why. I didn't do it. It's gonna be hot today, folks. Be a heat index of 100 today, so I'm going to try that. Maintain it at 225. Alright folks, and all this goodness smokes is gone, we'll put the ribs in. Now let it run so you watch it smoke. All the smoke is gone. It is now safe to shut your lid. Let's go inside and get those monstrous ribs and bring them out and see if they fit. Alright folks, here's these monstrous ribs. I'm also going to, right before I put them in, I'm going to use this South Texas red from Uncle Steve's. I just love this stuff. We recommend you put it on before and after. Just a light coating. It's got some red pepper flakes, some heat. Like that. Remember, this is a before and after rub. I never used these two combinations together before. We're gonna find out how they go. That. Whoa. These are ice cold right out of the refrigerator. Full length of the whole grate. Wow, folks, look at that. Just about in the center on this top grate. Now if you have a Pit Boss Lexington Onyx or the old one like I got over here out of camera, I'm getting a special modification for this grate. I'll be here in a couple weeks and I'll do a review on that. It'll be a real game changer for these little pits, alright? Well, stay tuned for that. Alright, we're going to let these run 5 hours, no peaky, on 225 for 5 hours. And we'll see how they do. We'll spritz them a little water. Alright, see you in 5 hours, folks. Alright guys, it's been exactly 5 hours, no peeking. 225 all day. Whoa, you're gonna look at that before me. Same time I am, folks. Let's try to pull that out and sprint it without dropping it. But it'd be a booper wheel. Whoa, whoa, folks. There we go. We're just using simple Texas water, folks. Just kidding. Texas water. Pure water. No additives or preservatives. Wow. See how high that shrunk up there, folks? It went all the way up to the top. Woo. Alright. They may look done, folks, but they're not. I'm not even going to probe them because I can just tell they're not even done yet. We'll be back. Give them another couple hours, folks. I'll come back and spritz them every hour, but I won't bring you back for that. Alright, 2 hour mark, we'll take an internal. Beef ribs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boner, folks. Beef chuck rib. 2 hours, folks. Alright guys, it's been a couple hours. Let's get an internal temperature. Taking a 145. 181. 181, a very thin part. 195, so this is a lot thinner. Of course, it's going to get done a little quicker than this big old meaty side here. Which is that? Oh, I forgot to lock it. Which is that 152. Yeah, might be hard to see because the chef tank is not waterproof, folks. Left it out in the rain. So I'm trying to dry it out. But it says 152. We're going to let her go. Oh, I also got a... First time you ever see me use some tallow, I got it free with some of that duck fat they sent me. So what the heck, I'll give it a try. Alright folks, hope I don't get a copyright for the Brewers game, but there we're at. We got a long ways to go, folks. Alright guys, I feel it's time to wrap. It's going to be difficult with these big boys. I got the old tallow rendered down. Alright, folks. Well, I've been spritzing this thing like crazy and it dries right up. A little water on the paper. A little more water here. That's enough left water. And it's hot. We got about a half a cup of beef tallow. Now, I'm not a big beef tallow fan. As a kid growing up, I used so much beef tallow in my childhood. I don't care to use it anymore. But it's making a comeback. Everybody likes it. The new generation barbecuers, they think it's pretty good. But in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. I've probably gone through 50 gallons of this stuff. Enough chatter about the past. Look at how beautiful that is, folks. Nice and thick. It shrunk down good. Got pulled back on both ends. Maybe one more. And then we're going to pull these sides up. Careful not to puncture this paper. And we're going to pull that in. Pull that in. And we're going to take this. And we're going to pull that back in. So back in the pit, folks. Come back and check it in a couple hours. I'm looking for an internal temperature of 205, folks. That, we'll see when that happens. Alright, guys. I've been cooking these things all day, folks. Going slow. Put them in early this morning. Put a little beef towel on them. I didn't think these things would ever get done. They're still pretty hot. I'll let them rest for a while, but we're getting anxious to eat. I should have put them in at 3 in the morning, so I waited for the sun to come up so I could film. If you're not filming, put them in at 3 in the morning. Whoa, look at the load of these bad boys. Woo-wee! These babies looking good. See if I can get them out of here, folks. Oh yeah. Alright folks, let me get rid of this garbage here. We'll be right back. Dry these hands off. Now you remember how these bad boys look? When we first started, they were very flat, thick on one end, thin on the other end. Of course, this side is probably well overdone. This side was about 200 when I pulled it off. It swelled up so much I could barely get it out of that little pit box. See the pull back on these bones? Amazing. Beef ribs. They shrink and they pull up. Ah. You ain't getting these at no Walmart, folks. You have to patronize your local butcher shop. You know, you guys drive by too many butcher shops to go to a Walmart. Don't do that. Doesn't matter which butcher shop you use. My favorite butcher shop was out of beef ribs because of the holiday weekend. So I went to another butcher shop a few miles away. And that's what they came up with. And it is hot, folks. It is jiggly. Remember, we trimmed all that callow or all the silver skin and fat off the top. Boy, look at that, folks. Is that jiggly or what? Wow. These are amazing. Tender. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I don't know what kind of smoking ring we got from them pit boss pellet, or not pit boss, smoking pecan pellet. Those things are amazing, folks. I'll leave a link where you can go get some of them. They're 30 bucks a box, free shipping. Takes about a week to get them or so. All pecan, no wood fillers. They're not paying me to say this. I pay for all my pellets free. Very seldom do I accept anything free. You see the steam still coming off of these, folks? Let me bring you down. I don't even know if I can take a bite of these bad boys. They smell just scrumptious. We got some cheesy potatoes to go with these. Wow. Let's take one out of the middle here, folks. It's just falling right off the bone, folks. Wow. It did. It just fell right off the bone. It's juicy. They're tender. Look at that smoke ring you get, folks. Pecan pellets for the win, folks. Wow. I should let them cool off a little more. They're just falling right off the bone. Look at that juice. Just like a brisket on a stick. Wow. That's amazing. Look at that, all the way through. Nice smoke ring, beautiful smoke flavor from that pecan pellet. Wow. We're gonna have to somehow try to sample one of these. They're so tender. It was fat to thin. These were about 200 degrees when I pulled them off, 195. Alright. We got bones. Bones come off. Let's cut this one in half. Wow, this is amazing, folks. Look at that. Look at that nice smoke ring, folks. You picking that up? I got enough light on here. One thing I don't have is a lot of light. One thing about videotaping, you have to have a lot of light. There, we got that over here. See if we can pick up that smoke ring with the pecan pellets. I hope that's picking that up. Alright, that's enough jabbering. Let's cut one up. These are tender. Tender, juicy, and hot. Wow. Look at that bite too. That Uncle Steve. I tell you what, folks. That Uncle Steve salt, pepper, garlic, added with that that last bit of the Texas rub. Now these are farm ribs that come off a cow that was walking around the field not too long ago. Now you ain't buying these at no store. Yeah, they just fall right apart. Wow. It's so tender. Low and slow. 225 degrees all day long, folks. Family is yelling, how long will it take? We got some cheesy potatoes. We're gonna plate these up. Hang on, folks, I'll get them cheesy potatoes, put them on a plate. There you have it, folks. Uncle Steve, salt, pepper, garlic, and that Texas rub. I forget even what it was. You put it on first, you put it on after as a finishing thing. I didn't videotape me putting that on at the end, but trust me, it's good. This is fall off the bone tender. There you have it, folks. You want to make beautiful chuck ribs, 6 bone? Go to your local butcher shop. Go past Shopko, go past Sam's Club, go past all them other big box stores. Google local butcher shops in your area. Ask them for some chuck ribs or chuck short ribs. They usually come in a 4 bone. Thanks for watching Scotty's Backyard Barbecue, where Uncle Steve's local butcher shop makes excellent barbecue. Alright, thanks for watching, folks.